y'all, welcome back. Today's video is going to be just a little bit different. I always say that every time I film something at home because I'm so used to filming stuff outside of my house. But let me know if you like these kind of like sit down chats or like more helpful tip videos that are aside from just the theme parks, but more like what to wear, accessories like bags to bring, things that are essentials. Let me know because I actually really enjoy filming these. So obviously, as you saw from the video title, we're going to be going over shoes and what sneakers are the best sneakers to wear to a theme park, especially when you're going to be walking all day. Ideally, the first shoe that comes to your mind is a sneaker and not a sandal or a flip-flop, but if you're into that, go ahead. But personally, I have only found 2 pairs of shoes that I can wear all day to the parks that my feet won't hurt. So let's just jump into them. The first pair are these Adidas Ultra Boosts. These were my first ever pair of Ultra Boosts that I had gotten from an outlet store, and I wore them to the parks all day and my feet didn't hurt by the end of the day. And I was so shocked because normally like everyone's feet hurt by the end of the day. It's just kind of a thing. And I didn't realize there was possibilities for my feet not to hurt by the end of the day after like a 12 to 14 hour day walking around and standing in lines all day. Count the amount of times I say the word day today. I think I really should have cleaned these before I filmed, but oh well. These are my oldest and first ever pair of Ultra Boosts. Got these at an outlet like I mentioned, and these are a kid size because my feet range between a 5, sometimes 4.5 if we're really stretching it, but really just between 5 and 6. So I have pretty small feet, but I do have wider feet. They're not super slim. So just FYI in case you're wondering. Anyways, these shoes are my favorite shoes ever. I wear them to the gym. Honestly, I wear these anywhere that I'm gonna be doing a lot of things on my feet. I really like these because the top is like a cloth material. It's almost like knit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a knit material, so it's very breathable, and it's all around the sides as well. The entire this area is breathable, and then you've got some padding on the sides here. You can kind of see that right there, and then you've got some structure over here, and which is, by the way, like you can even stick your finger in there, but you've got some structure. It's super like bendy. These have really good arch support, your foot arc thing support. I really like it. I also like that this tab comes up higher because I do have shoes that end a bit lower down, and my feet always slip out of those every time that I'm walking, even if the shoe fits my foot correctly, which I like my feet to be snug and hugged by my shoe. I don't like it when it's like squeezing it, but I like that it's like really holding my foot in. It like comes inward and it's more structured and then goes out. So like, I don't know if you can see that, how it goes like this and this. It like holds your heel in, so when you're walking, your heel doesn't kind of just slide out. These are also very comfy to just walk on. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're just super, super comfy to walk on, and they're really lightweight. Like super, super lightweight. I will say I had Josh buy a pair, or I bought a pair for Josh because I was like, you have to have these for park days. And he also agrees that he can go the whole day in these without his feet hurting. Like, they are also his most comfy shoe that he owns. Is that true? Sorry, I was saying that the Ultra Boost. Are you okay?
Trying to kill me.
Are the Ultra Boosts the most comfy pair of sneakers you own, or no?
Yeah, my 2 shoes that I own, that is the most comfortable.
Okay. Good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't lying. You know how when a sneakers, some of them have the same line. So like, let's say the Adidas have their Ultra Boost line, but they'll come out with a new one every year. And sometimes, sometimes they change the structure or how the shoe is. And then maybe like the next year's version is not nearly as comfy or as good as the previous year's version to some people. 2 years of shoes are both extremely comfy. This is my second pair. You can see obviously these are less worn because they're newer. This is an adult size 6, and these are, wait, are these adult? YYA? No, right? These are kid shoes. Maybe not. Anyway, so these are my second pair. I wanted a lighter pair, a more colorful one. So I got these purple ones, and as you can see, it has a little I don't know how well you can see. It's like a lime green stripe right there. And the rest of it is like lilac purple. And I don't know how well you can see the top, but it's sparkly. I love that it's sparkly. I don't know. It's like a little hint of sparkly. I think is cool in a shoe because it's not super obvious, but you can, it's not like bejeweled, you know? But anyways, I call these my Buzz Lightyear shoes because lime green, purple, white, sparkly. These are Buzz Lightyear shoes through and through. Anyway, same thing here. These are actually a bit more structured in the top knitted part. It feels a bit more solid and less breathable, but not like not breathable. It just feels more dense. In conclusion, for the Adidas Ultra Boosts, these shoes will last you forever. One little side note about the Ultra Boosts though, I did get my other friend to buy a pair of Ultra Boosts, Danielle, which you've seen in the videos previously. She was when we went to Topolino's Terrace for character dining. Actually, we even talked about this in I think that video. Yeah, in that video. But I made her buy Ultra Boosts and she hated them. She put them on her feet and she said they were the most uncomfortable thing ever.
And then I was gonna have green shoes and you were gonna have purple shoes.
I literally had the purple Ultra Boosts
Uh-huh.
and I made her buy
the green ones.
Ultra Boosts.
Yeah.
She's literally, you should have worn those.
I know.
Where are they?
Okay. I
Okay,
haven't
Miss
told
Ma'am.
you this, but I sold them because they were squeaky and they didn't fit me right and they hurt my feet. I don't know why. I tried to put insoles in them and everything.
So you just didn't get the right size?
They fit me. They just didn't. They just hurt my feet.
No, I won't accept that. Ultra Boosts are the ultimate park sneaker.
The shoes are definitely not for everyone. I didn't have to get like a wide size. I don't even know if they offer that. So these are already naturally a wider shoe. So I think if you have a narrower foot, it may seem a little wide to you, but for me, as how my feet are, they're perfect and they're perfect for the parks. I love them. Again, I would probably encourage you to try them on in the store before you buy them because for a price point, these are a little expensive. They're $180 brand new. Outlet ones I got for $90, so I got them half off at the outlet store. I have looked in outlets recently and I have a hard time finding Ultra Boosts, so you might have to go around to a couple outlets. Okay, after that long rant about just that one shoe, I have one other pair of shoes that I recently got that I didn't expect to be as comfy as they are, and they're a way more budget-friendly shoe. These are the New Balance 608s. 608s? So I was looking for a solid white shoe. The last white sneaker that I owned was a Skechers sneaker that was for when I did, what were they called? Clinicals? When I would go to the hospital and like train, I was gonna be a doctor. So I did that for a while in high school. And I needed white sneakers, so I bought white Skechers, but they didn't last very long. So basically, I wanted a white pair of chunky, like white sneakers, like ones that are like a bit thicker, like the sole is thicker, they're like bigger and just like wider and just like a chunkier shoe, because these I would say are a more slimming like running shoe. So I wanted a more like stylish white shoe, but I obviously still wanted them to be very, very comfy. Guys, I need someone to explain to me this. I tried the Air Force Ones, the Nike Air Force Ones, and they're not comfortable at all. The sole is so hard and flat. These are not comfortable. How are you wearing this to the parks? Unless you're just not going to the parks the whole day in these. How are you wearing these? They're so uncomfy. They're so like rigid and like not flexible, and they aren't even like ergonomic on your feet when you're walking. They just are very clunky and big and like flat-footed, and dang guys, like these are so popular. I was like expecting super comfy and whatever, but no, they're not comfy at all. So I didn't want to buy them just because they were white chunky shoes that I wanted, that were popular and cute and whatever. I needed shoes to be comfortable. Like, I plan on using sneakers to walk around in, and if I can't walk around in long distances in my sneakers, I feel like that's not like, what's the point of the sneaker? Anyway, so I did a bunch of research and I found these bad boys, which actually right after this, I need to go return the other pair. So I have 2 pairs of these in my house right now, and I had to get them from a website that was a little sketchy, but they're a real website and they're apparently a real store too. I found these and I loved them. There's this and there's one other pair of New Balances that I really, really liked, but I liked these a lot. I like that the sign is navy, and I like that it's embroidered. And do you see how like thick they look? Like they just look thick. They're also really light. I would say they're honestly, maybe these actually feel lighter than these. I'm not gonna lie, because the rubber sole on these feel denser and thicker, and I feel like that's what's making it heavier. The sole on these is not nearly as like dense, it's more hollow, I would say. And I just like the white and navy touches, but as you can see, they're not really that wide compared to these Adidas ones. It's not really that much. Like, I think like these are, the sole of this is wider than this. Like if you look at them side by side, right, I almost feel like the sole of this one is wider than this one, but it could also be like the colors. And I just was not expecting these to be like good all day shoes. I was just kind of expecting them to be like good shoes and comfy shoes like I had read. If you do love your Air Forces, let me know why in the comments. I'm really curious. But I wore these for a whole day and holy cow, my feet didn't hurt at all. This doesn't have that like indentation to keep your foot in, but because it's so tall, instead it keeps your foot in. There's 2 versions of these. There's a regular width and then a wide width. And I got the regular width first. They were so narrow that my feet were getting squashed. I took my foot off and my feet were red. There is, I will say, no extra room on the sides on the wide, but it's not squishing my feet. It's just like holding it and hugging it constantly. So there is no like space next to my feet, but I definitely did need a wide. These also were a lot more affordable. These were $65, which if you know, and if you've looked for sneakers recently, you know that like any good quality pair of sneaker now, like the Ultra Boosts, or like even Nike has some like I think comfier sneakers, any sneakers like that are all gonna cost you like $200 or at least $150, which is nuts that shoes cost so much money. These are great. I can wear them all day. They literally made it into this video and they're only $65. This is like their older version. This is their version 1, I think. They have a 608 that's on Amazon, which I'll add to my Amazon link for you guys so you can find it there. That one I think is $75 and it doesn't look like this. So if you want this specific shoe, I will try to find this shoe and then link it down below. So because I had such a hard time finding these shoes. I don't know about the men's, for all my men out there. I don't know. I don't know any men who own this shoe, unfortunately. But I know they have this style for men as well, in case you're interested in having these. I just thought this would be a helpful video for you if you're looking for a good pair of shoes to wear to the parks. Maybe a pair of shoe you want to wear every single day of your park day, which one thing to keep in mind though, you will always want to bring an extra pair of sneakers with you, because the sneakers that I have at least typically don't dry within 24 hours, especially in the cold hotel room. If they get soaking wet from the rain, or if you go on a ride and they get soaking wet, they will most likely not dry in time for your next early morning day at a theme park. So I would bring a second pair that's a pretty solid pair as a backup in case your other shoe doesn't dry in time. I've had that happen before, and you never want to be in a situation where you have to put on soggy shoes or damp shoes because they didn't dry. Anyways, these are my shoe recommendations. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you want more sit down videos. I really quite enjoy just sitting on my couch and chatting with you guys. So I also need to go Christmas decoration shopping, so stay tuned for that video. I'm going to Magic Kingdom tomorrow to get some pictures, Christmas pictures of some new launches that we're gonna have at my store. Going to Hollywood Studios to get a more in-depth look at the Christmas stuff and maybe try some Christmas treats, because Christmas treats start on Tuesday. I also want to go to the hotels because the hotels have big Christmas stuff happening. So stay tuned for a lot of holiday themed stuff these next 2 months. I hope you like them because I do, and I'm gonna give them to you anyways. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week and a magical month, and I'll see y'all in the next one.